Imagine the mind as a radio floating on an ocean. The radio keeps turning its dial, trying to find the voice of God, while the ocean beneath it is already singing. The static is just human worry, beliefs, labels, separation. The I'm here, and that is there. When the radio finally stops forcing the dial and lets the waves carry it, then the signal clears. The sound was in the water all along. Talking to God is like that. Every thought of love, curiosity, courage, each is a turning movement. Each act of patience polishes the antenna. Every time you listen instead of shout, the frequency sharpens. You don't need special words. You need matching vibration. Science would call it entrainment. Psychology calls it state alignment. Mystics call it prayer that listens. Different names, same physics. You can test this in daily life. When you pause before reacting, you're lengthening the wavelength of awareness. When you forgive someone who doesn't deserve it, you change phase from resistance to coherence. When you decide to create rather than complain, neurons wire toward inspiration. Each small choice is a calibration. Do it long enough and the calibration becomes character. Character turns into channel. Follow it upward and you notice. Acting on this makes you calmer, clearer, strangely luckier. You see patterns sooner. Avoid dead ends earlier. People feel safe near you because you radiate order. That's the positive spiral. Ignore it and life tightens. Choices get noisy. Reactions fester. Peace rarer. The static grows until you finally sit still enough to listen again. Either way, the spiral brings you back to the same invitation. Listen. A scientist studies frequencies. A child listens to shells. Both are doing the same thing. The scientist measures vibration. The child receives wonder. Talking to God, it's both disciplines at once. Curiosity with wonder. Logic married to love. So you can play. Ask a question inwardly. Then notice what form the answer takes. An image, a memory. A phrase from a stranger. Record it. Over weeks, patterns appear. That's not magic. It's data gathering on intuition. Every teacher says the same thing differently. Be still and know. Hold the eye single. Coherence attracts coherence. They're all instructions for fine-tuning the receiver. When you follow them, you start noticing everything connects. The wall between the sacred and the mundane thins. Dishes, taxes, heartbreak, sunlight, all shimmer with the same pulse. The realization is the activation that people talk about. It's not fireworks, it's perception upgraded. Picture yourself years from now. Steady, funny, kind, electric with purpose. People asking how you got there. You smile and say, I finally stopped shouting at the static. And maybe right then, someone else hears the ocean underneath their own noise.